And before me and Hal chop it up, I just want to let you guys know you can get 10% off at lastdivebar.com. Use the promo code RickyBlog and get all that boycott stuff. Or I don't know. I mean, that was my big question for this, Hal, is so there's 74 games left in Oakland. It's the summer of boycott, but it's also the last time you could ever watch Major League Baseball at the Oakland Coliseum, which is such a special place for so many people. So it's like, how do you balance that? I mean, it's really emotional. Like, it's like I think people, if you want to go, you should go because this is your last summer. This is your last chance to do it. All of a sudden, it's going to be August. There's going to be 4 homestands left, and you're going to be like, what? You know. But also, I understand you don't want to give Fisher a dime, so I understand that as well. So I don't know. Are you going to be? I don't know. Are you going to be expecting fans to go, more fans to go because of this, or less, or what? What do you think?
Definitely less. I think definitely less. I mean, I think they'll sell a lot of tickets to the last weekend, right? But
Yeah.
I think that'll be something to see. That last game will be some bullshit, but
Yeah, the last game's going to be wild.
yeah, it's going to be very. I think people are going to be super fucking mad. People just have to remember. I kind of like want to fucking trash the place, but also remember that they don't own it. So, or they kind of. I don't know. What do you fucking know?
We own 50% of it,
But
right? I don't know.
kind of. I don't even
But then they
understand.
sell
But
it and we don't
yeah,
get a dime of that. Yeah, what the hell?
yeah. Fuck it, man. I don't know. I think it's. It's. Listen, I I don't think it is necessarily like I think there's always a low probability situation of the A's staying in Oakland. I think the chance of an expansion is drastically smaller. It wasn't great to begin with, but I think it's a lot smaller, and I think the A's staying in Oakland is a lot smaller now too, but they can still they're no closer to being able to pay for Vegas than I mean, I guess they're maybe a little bit closer there too, with having figured this out. And I think,
I mean,
as we
they
talked about,
probably,
maybe
yeah, they would have.
Vivek's gonna, help grease the wheels or something. I don't know. But,
Dude,
I've always sort of said,
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
if you're worried about giving Fisher money, send a carbon offset, buy an offset by sending some money to schools over stadiums or something. But yeah, people should go if they want to go and whatever. I don't know. I think I think it'll probably take sort of the wind out of the sails of a lot of people. People being interested in the team, people being interested in fighting, or continuing to do boycott stuff. But I know Last Dive Bar is going to still be out there coming up with fun stuff to do. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, it's but at least like there's some sort of finality to it, but it's the way that they did it just sucks. It sounds like they didn't even tell their employees before, there was a groundskeeper who was tweeting like, "Hey, can you guys let me know am I working in Oakland or Sacramento next year? Like I don't know, you know." And
Yeah, and that's the thing too,
and
is that
and the
the
press
River
conference was
Cats.
super quick, all that shit. Like everything was so sneaky. Like this was very like Sacramento. It was like yeah, there were some signs. Like they toured in January, I think, and everybody knew about Vivek and Fisher, but it was kind of sneaky how it was like the back door. Like I don't know.
And these jerkwads from what Casey's reported is that they're going to lay off a ton of people because they're just going to use Kings and Rivercats employees. Like I bet I wonder if Amelia is going to be laid off at the end of the season. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
Or all those people who
all
just been
these
there for like 30, 40 years, like all the
yeah
security guards, like a lot of them are from Oakland or the Bay Area, and there's no way in hell
yeah
those people are going up to Sacramento. Like, yeah.
vendors could go there. It's definitely far and expensive for vendors to make it up there. But like, a lot of people, seeing a lot of people connected to the club are gonna like lose their jobs. But it feels shitty. It feels shitty for what seems like, you know, these these billionaire best buds to determine people's life, and to determine people's civic organizations and stuff. This whole year has radicalized me a lot more into just thinking that the way that sports in America is organized is just really shitty. Really shitty.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
we
and I know
need we need something like Europe, man. We need
yeah.
something like Europe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any assurances. Like another thing too is John Shea, I guess, reached out to the players union, and I guess they haven't even. They said there have been preliminary talks, so they haven't even signed off on this yet. So it's like the A's are doing. So I mean, they're still like, what if the players union says no, and they have to go to figure out something again with Oakland? That would. I mean, I don't
Well,
think.
Vivek will just
I don't
pay
think so.
more,
I don't think so. That's just like the last bit of hopium, but like I don't think so.
No.
But I don't know. I mean, this I mean, and I'm still not fully convinced that Vegas is going to work. I think that the A's are going
Right,
to
yeah.
low key kind of try to see, okay, but I remember when Chris Daly was talking to us, he was saying that the A's kind of had this 12-month deadline to get all their ducks in a row, and I think that'd be coming up soon. So I don't know if this counts as them being their ducks in a row, but they don't have the financing for
This
Vegas
is part
yet.
of their
So
ducks. Definitely ducks are back onto the pond, you know. The,
yeah,
the ducks on the pond are in a row right now.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It feels like the Vegas loss all over again, because there seems like some finality to this, like when there's all these rumors and stuff, but this just seems, they had the press conference today and this is like, okay, this is happening, and it's just I don't know, it's just this powerless feeling is just kind of sucks, just kind of watching idly by while this millionaire just shops around his toy is just kind of sucks and just holding all these
it
fans
doesn't it
hostage
doesn't
for all these
kind of
years.
suck.
Yeah.
It doesn't kind of suck. It fucking sucks, man.